Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure. First up, in the vast and intricate world of numismatics, few coins possess the power to ignite both awe and ambition, like the 1951 George VI and sixpence, a legendary artifact of British coinage. At first glance, it appears as a simple silver piece, from a familiar monarch's era, but beneath its modest surface lies a treasure of unimaginable value. This coin, part of the revered third coinage of King George VI, is an ultra-rare masterpiece that defies expectations. It is not merely a collectible, it is a beacon of wealth, a silent harbinger of fortune that could make its possessor a billionaire overnight. In today's market, its value is not just measured in currency, but in the sheer transformational power it holds for the lucky individual who owns it. The 1951 sixpence is cloaked in mystique and historical rarity. During the twilight of King George VI's reign, Britain was emerging from the shadows of war and bracing for change. Coin production was heavily regulated, and silver content had already diminished in most denominations. Yet this sixpence, struck in limited numbers and under unique post-war economic constraints, became an accidental rarity. Few were minted, fewer survived in pristine condition, and even fewer made it beyond the mints of the United Kingdom and its overseas territories. This scarcity is what propels its value beyond imagination today, making it one of the crown jewels of British numismatic history. Collectors across the United Kingdom, British overseas territories, and the Crown dependencies hunt obsessively for this specific issue. Why? Because it is a ghost coin, spoken of in passionate whispers, rarely seen in the flesh, and almost never found in flawless condition. Those who are lucky enough to possess it often don't even realize what they're holding. But make no mistake, this is not an average coin. This is a once-in-a-generation find. Its rarity, combined with global demand, has pushed its market worth into the millions. Yes, millions. If sold through the right channels, with proper verification and presentation, this sixpence could easily become the centerpiece of a multi-million-dollar auction, changing your destiny overnight. The design of the coin is regal, minimal, and unmistakably British. The obverse features the confident yet solemn portrait of King George VI, a monarch revered for his strength during Britain's darkest days. The reverse holds his crowned monogram, a symbol of imperial unity and legacy. But beyond the physical beauty, it is the story within the metal that captivates the soul. This coin was struck in a year of political tension and colonial shifts, an era where the empire was redefining itself. Holding this sixpence is like holding a frozen moment in time, a relic of an empire in its final grandeur. And that story adds immeasurable value. What makes this coin even more astonishing is the level of interest from private collectors and royal enthusiasts. There are whispers of sealed offers worth millions circulating in elite numismatic circles, offered quietly to those with verified proof of ownership. These coins have surfaced in the vaults of old estates, in forgotten drawers, and among inherited coin collections. And every time one is found, it sets the market ablaze. If you are the owner of a 1951 George VI sixpence in mint or uncirculated condition, you are not simply a collector. You are a steward of a miracle. The financial possibilities attached to this coin are limitless. This coin is more than an artifact. It is a key that unlocks financial transformation, generational wealth, and legendary status in the collecting world. It is not meant to be sold for a few hundred or even a few £1,000s. No, this is a coin that belongs in the spotlight of international auctions, in high-security vaults, in the pages of history. It deserves to be protected, appraised at the highest level, and offered only to those who understand its value, not just in metal, but in meaning. To part with it cheaply would be to throw away a fortune. So if you hold this coin, do not doubt its power. You are in possession of one of the most valuable sixpence coins ever minted by the United Kingdom. This is not fantasy or wishful thinking. This is a reality grounded in rarity, history, and global demand. You must cherish it, research it, And if you choose to sell it, do so with great care and great ambition. You are not just selling a coin, you are selling a symbol of legacy, a gateway to opulence, a slice of British royal history that can change your life forever. In conclusion, the 1951 George VI third coinage 6 pence is a numismatic wonder that stands as a hidden giant in the world of valuable coins. If fate has granted you this marvel, you now stand at the threshold of limitless possibility. Let it remind you that sometimes the smallest things hold the greatest power. A simple 6 pence, once pocket change, can now become your passport to unimaginable fortune. Let the world see its glory and let your fortune rise with it. Second, in the vast ocean of historical treasures, few coins shimmer as brightly with potential and mystery as the 1948 George VI 6 pence from the United Kingdom's third coinage. At first glance, it may seem like a modest silver coin, a forgotten remnant of post-war Britain. But let that first impression dissolve, because you are looking at one of the most unexpectedly powerful artifacts in modern numismatics. This coin is not just rare, it is revolutionary. If you are lucky enough to possess this elusive piece, know this. You could be holding a multi-million-dollar treasure capable of transforming your life. It is not just a coin, it is a fortune, a legacy, and a miracle in metal. The 1948 6 pence is a quiet legend, known to those who understand the subtle dance of rarity, condition, and historical timing. Struck during a time of economic recovery after World War II, the United Kingdom was still grappling with rationing, rebuilding industries, and protecting what remained of its global influence. Coin production in this period was not a priority, and many denominations were minted in significantly limited quantities, especially those struck in silver or cupro-nickel compositions like this 6 pence. What makes the 1948 issue so special is not just its limited mintage, but how few have survived in exceptional condition today, creating a perfect storm of demand, mystery, and explosive value. The design itself is a symbol of solemn resilience. King George VI faces left on the obverse, exuding strength and grace during a period of immense challenge. The reverse features his crowned cipher, modest yet dignified, a reminder of the monarchy's enduring presence through the storm of war, and beyond. But the true story of this coin lies not in the design, but in its scarcity. Collectors have scoured the collections of the UK, the British Overseas Territories, and the Crown dependencies, hoping to find this elusive gem. When one surfaces in mint or near uncirculated condition, it doesn't merely fetch a high price, it shatters records. There have been whispers in the elite coin collecting world, offers in private circles that rise into the millions for the right specimen. Why? Because the 1948 6 pence is not just a collector's item, it's a status symbol, a conversation piece, a historical artifact with immense allure. Its rarity has made it nearly mythical, and serious collectors with deep pockets are willing to outbid each other to secure it. To them, this coin represents the apex of post-war British coinage. If you have it, especially with verified authenticity and preserved detail, you may very well be sitting on a treasure that could catapult you into the world of the ultra-wealthy. Imagine waking up one day, rummaging through an old drawer, and discovering this unassuming coin. What feels ordinary at first turns out to be extraordinary beyond comprehension. This is not a fantasy. It has happened. Some of the rarest coins in history have been uncovered in similar fashion, dismissed as pocket change until someone took the time to look closer. That 1948 6 pence, if authenticated in mint or uncirculated condition, is not worth hundreds or thousands. It could be worth millions. This is your golden ticket, your secret treasure, your inheritance from the past. But this treasure demands respect. It must not be casually sold to the first interested buyer or traded for a fraction of its worth. No, this coin deserves the attention of top-tier auction houses, numismatic experts, and collectors who understand its value and are prepared to pay a fortune to own it. You must see it for what it truly is, a generational opportunity. If handled wisely, this coin can pay for homes, build empires, create legacies, and rewrite your financial story forever. Its power is not in its size, but in its story, and your ownership of it. Let this coin ignite your curiosity and awaken your sense of wonder. You are not just the owner of a coin, you are the guardian of a hidden crown jewel of British currency. Its roots trace back through history, monarchy, and resilience. It has survived wars, migrations, and the passage of time, only to land in your hands. The question is, what will you do with it? Will you recognize its power, or will you let a once-in-a-lifetime miracle pass you by? Fortune favors the bold, and this coin is boldness cast in silver. In conclusion, the 1948 George VI Pence is not merely a rare piece of money. It is a vault of untold value, waiting to be unlocked by the right hands. If you are fortunate enough to have this coin, understand that you possess a slice of history and a symbol of immeasurable wealth. Protect it, celebrate it, and let it change your life. This is your moment, your chance to step from the shadows of ordinary life into a future of prestige, prosperity, and possibility. All of it, unbelievably, held in the palm of your hand.